Hi, PACRC. Yesterday, I went on a walk to uh, spend some time in prayer. And so at the beginning of my walk, I was thinking to myself, I want to pray, I want to connect with God, I want to reflect. And then all of a sudden, I was on the last leg of my walk, and I realized I hadn't prayed at all. My mind was thinking about all kinds of different things going on in my life. I was just caught up in the busyness of my own little world. And it struck me. I was walking down Arrastradero heading towards our street on Los Palos. And I just thought, wow, it's so easy in life to get caught up in my own little world that I forget about the reality of God. I forget that this little world is actually His world, and that I am called to live my life in light of who He is. And so I started looking around, and I saw cars just kind of zooming by, people going to the park, people walking out of their apartment building. And I thought, I think this is something we all deal with, getting caught up in our own little world. And we get so distracted by all the things that are going on in our lives, which are important, right? Which are necessary. But we get so caught up about it, and we go into kind of an autopilot, so to speak. An autopilot that doesn't think too much about the divine, about the fact that God is right here with us. And so I needed to shift out of autopilot into manual and start to think about God is present with me, even in this busyness. Even when I'm thinking about my kids, or my budget, or the tasks I've got to do, the rooms I have to clean in the house, or, the list can go on, and I'm sure you have your own things that are keeping you busy. But what happens when we shift out of autopilot into manual and begin to get a glimpse of how God is in our life? Begin to use our imagination a bit to see where God is at work. This Sunday, we're going to dive into this idea of seeing a vision of God. We'll be reflecting on Isaiah 6, Isaiah's call into ministry, and how God takes him from the mundane into the supernatural through a vision of the throne room of God. And now I'm not saying that we're going to see a vision of the throne room of God anytime soon. But what I am saying is that when we are able to be attuned with God, when we are able to connect with Him on a deep level, we'll start to see how His throne room is actually not that far away from our busy little worlds. That He's actually deeply connected in all that we do. And He wants us to acknowledge Him, to honor Him, to confess our shortcomings, to receive His grace, and to be on mission with Him. Not to be sent out on our own mission, but to be invited to participate in His mission, the great mission of God. And so I look forward to seeing you this Sunday. And I pray that as you go about your week, you would find small moments to connect with God. That doesn't mean going into the prayer closet and closing your eyes. I mean when you're out and about, in the busyness of life, just acknowledging, Lord, you're with me right now, right here, at Target, in Safeway, in my home, and giving Him the praise that you are not alone. Okay, well, we'll see you on Sunday. Take care. Bye.